What's up guys, Luke here, and today we're going to be talking about how to track your profits. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Luke and we talk about all things personal finance here, whether that be making money or keeping it. So today we're going to be talking about how do you track your profits and how do you see how much profit you've actually made. We're going to talk about a few different ways you can track your profits, the methods I use and the methods other people use but I maybe don't use, and you can see all the different options available for you and pick something that suits you. I will say before this video begins, if you do enjoy the content, click that like button and click that sub button as it really helps support the channel. So let's get into the most popular way of tracking your profits. So the most popular way of tracking your profits is using OddsMonkey or Profit Accumulator's profit tracking software. So part of the website gives the option for a profit tracker. So how do you add something to the profit tracker? Let's say I'm on the odds matcher and I see a bet that I want to put on. I then place it at the bookmaker, I lay it at the exchange, and then I have an option here for log bet. I can just click that button, and what that'll do is it'll bring it up on the profit tracker. And then what I can do is I can settle it, tell it how much profit I've made. So let's say this was wrong and this actually was 425. I could settle it and put in the actual profit I made. Gives you all the details about the offer and the bet that you placed. So here I've placed a free £5 bet. And this is the amount I've got in Sky and this is the amount I've got in Smarkets. So this gives me my full list of everything and gives me a breakdown of the total profit and the month by month breakdown as well. And if I go into my stats, I have a few more options here. So we can see on the left my profit per month. We can see on the right my different profits based off different things. So if we go to April here, we can see the breakdown of the profit made from ACCAs, extra places, odds matcher, racing matcher, and then just manual bets. You can see all of that. So you can really drill down into what's actually made you the most profit. And then under here, you also have an expected profit and an actual profit graph that you can see your profit over time. So you get a lot of options with that profit tracker. You can also export it if you wanted to later on. Now, while we're talking about the profit tracker, if you're wanting to do, I don't know, racing offers. So let's say you've got the racing matcher open. Let's just find a race. And if we do apply, then you'll see on this calculator we'll also have an option to log it in the profit tracker. So all of these makes life so much easier than having to manually type out everything because all that information's already there. You click that log button and it appears in your profit tracker, and then once the race is finished you can settle it and tell it whether the bet won, lost, how much money you've actually made. As well as this, you have a similar thing with the extra place matcher. So once you have a horse here and you have all the odds, you can click this save button on the right and it will show up in my saved bets. And then after that, if I just save this one real quick, you'll see that this comes up archive, which puts it in your archive folder, and also log this saved bet to your profit track. So all my extra places that I've got here, all of these I've gone and tracked in the profit tracker. So if we go to the profit, so I can filter it by ones that have used the extra place matcher. You have the option here to pull it up and tell it what happened. So you can settle this and say, actually the horse finished fourth or it didn't finish fourth, and it'll tell you the exact profit you made regardless of what the result was. So you can do that with all of it. You can save notes if that's something that you want to do as well. So honestly, I think the OddsMonkey profit tracker makes life so much easier to have everything in the one place. So you might be quite surprised to hear that I don't just use the OddsMonkey profit tracker for absolutely everything. Although if you look down here, you'll see I have a lot of 2-ups and all of them are on the profit tracker. I also have a 2-up spreadsheet that I use. So on this spreadsheet, I track my total profits just for 2-ups because I like to see how much I'm actually making from 2-ups specifically, and I can track what sort of back odds I'm getting in on, what sort of odds. I just think for 2-ups, I much prefer a spreadsheet style. So this is the spreadsheet that I'm running with. I will also leave a link to Mediafire in the description. At that link, I will leave a template for this specific 2-up spreadsheet if you're interested in that. I don't really think I need to leave a link to the Odds Monkey Profit Tracker, because when you log into your Odds Monkey account, it's going to be right up at the top where it says profit. Just click that and it'll pull up the profit tracker for you. So I've color coded this. So if it's orange, I've made a loss. If it's green, I've made a profit. And if it's yellow, I've broke even. So because of my cash out strategy, I will leave a link in the description below to my 2-up video in case you're curious. But down to my cash out strategy, you'll see that I have a lot of different profits coming in. So I like to keep the 2-up profits on the spreadsheet as well. I do have them tracked on my profit tracker as well, but I like to have them separate so I can focus in on actually how am I doing with 2-ups? Is this a good use of my time? I know a lot of people like spreadsheets for everything, so I will quickly show you the Odds Monkey Profit Tracker Excel spreadsheet and how to use that as well if you're interested in that rather than using the online profit tracker. And I will also leave a link in the description below to the Excel document. I'll put that as a Mediafire link just in case you don't have Odds Monkey. You don't need to worry about missing out on that spreadsheet. So essentially this shows a kind of example month. You've got the date on the left, the bookie, what the offer is, what type of bet it is, so whether that be a qualifying bet, a free bet, a risk-free bet, an ARB, something like that, the amount of profit or loss you've made on that one bet, with color coding, so that's the same idea. Red is a loss, green is profit, and yellow is breaking even, and then it has a running profit and loss on the right hand side. So you'll see up here, this is the profit or loss for that specific month. And then if we go to totals, you'll have an option to customize this with your totals for each specific type of bet, something like that. You have that kind of option available. I don't really see a specific use for this totals bet, but it gives you that flexibility. You've got a login tracker, so you can type all your different usernames and passwords and whether or not you've done the sign up offers. So if you're doing multi-accounting, this is actually really useful because it might be quite hard to track whether or not you've done the sign up offers on that specific account or not, or what stuff if you still got to do on this account and that account. And yeah, if you're using multiple accounts, I would suggest using something like this to just keep a track of that. And then you have all the different months. This is the same as the example month, but you would just copy it with a new sheet for each month to start the new month. And then with your totals, it totals up of each month. So you might set it up so it does April 2021, May 2021, etc, etc, etc. I will leave a link to this spreadsheet in the description as well if you're someone that wants to use a spreadsheet for profit tracking. So I've shown a lot of different ways of tracking your profits in this video. You might not be someone that likes to have things online or on a computer. You might actually just want a pen and paper to write it all down. But what I would advise is no matter how you choose to track your profits, I would advise that you track your profits. When you start to not track your profits, that's when you start to not see money that you thought that you had in different places, whether that be bookies, exchanges, in your bank account. You really should be tracking your profits for every single bet and working out, did it go to plan? Did I actually get the profit I thought I did? Did I not? Okay, if I didn't, why is that? Did I make a mistake? Did something happen? You really need to track your profits. If you don't track them, you're going to have no idea how much money you actually made. So if you've taken anything from this video, track your profits. Now, I hope this video has been helpful. I will leave links to all the resources that I talked about in this video in the description below. If this video has at all been useful, smash that like button. It pushes this video out to more viewers. And click that sub button if you want to see more of my content. I do appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!